And then a lot of times when you in the streets, a lot of that stuff carry for ain't no expiration.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. It could have been somebody you beefing with 10 years ago or whatever.
And they remember and just happen to see you get some cookies.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You never know.
Oh, you think it's sweet.
Yo, that's it. He just riding around in here and he know he done did blase blah this and that.
They been cracking, like my partner from Memphis was like, man, they cracking jokes and stuff and just like some of the people don't even care.
For real. Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Well, I want to ask y'all this now. Somebody need to explain this to me, and I trust it's a different opinion from me. Now, the Travis Scott concert that went on, how is this his fault?
It's not.
It's not. I feel so bad for him, and I'm a Travis Scott fan, and all he wanted to do was bring things back to his community. Now, I did see one TikTok, and it was bum rushing the security things. That right there should have stopped that. Let's take a time out. Let's see what's going on.
This is what I say with that. It's like it was a security guard who was hired to do the event. He saw the layout and saw the amount of security they had. And he was like, "No, I'm not doing it," because they didn't have. He felt like they didn't have enough security.
Ain't what the mayor said.
Ain't what the mayor said they had enough?
The mayor said he had more security than the World Series.
Oh, of course he's going to say that because he got a CYA cover his ass. And he's going to say that.
And then I saw a video where it was like security in the front, and it's 50,000 people, dog.
But see, here's the part that you got to remember when you're doing events. You can never plan for if your
bum rush
is going to be unruly.
Yes.
And it ain't just like one particular incident. Everybody, you got a bunch of kids who they're Astro World, so they being rebellious. They doing their own thing. They jumping around. You got med techs who can't get to people because they pulling the med techs off of people they trying to treat for CPR. They dancing on top of the carts where they trying to move people.
Wow.
It ain't like it's the people, it's the behavior, and it's like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm from the era of crunk music. I know what it's like when you play Get On My Love or anything in the club. But at the end of the day, if you weren't participating in that activity, you're not included. Ain't nobody gonna bother you.
That's
moved out of the way.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, if you want to be in the middle of the club doing what you're doing, it's just like a mosh pit. Right. Okay, cool.
And that's what I was gonna say, because his shows bring about a different type of energy. He about that mosh pit shit.
Yeah.
And they just do that.
Yo,
you can't. There's nowhere in the world you can secure 50,000 people.
That's my thing. That's my thing. There's no way. And people when this went on, he should have stopped the show. Dude, it's 50,000 people. You don't. It's like I saw where the little incidences that he saw. He stopped. It's like you can't. It's 50,000 people, man.
And the dude the people the medical company that was hired, the guy over the company said, just imagine if they wouldn't let us apply CPR to these people. Just imagine if they had stopped the show and a riot broke out.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
My question was, in the midst of a freaking global pandemic, why do you have 50,000 people in one place at the same time anyway? Like that was my question before.
City's open.
It's Travis Scott.
City's open.
So is Corona. That bitch don't take no days off.
They don't care,
it's
man.
Travis Scott.
And then they didn't think about it from a legal standpoint. What if he wasn't able to stop the show? Because he got contracts to put this damn show on.
Yeah, I mean, there were people that could have stopped it. You had security. You had definitely had staff that could have stopped it, but
it's not his fault. It's like they done took him off video games. They burning his shoes.
Yeah,
Nike
took him off Fortnite.
They had a new release of.
Yeah, they put a hold
on him. It's not his fault. I don't see and people are actually really on the fact that he needs to pay for. They got a $70 million lawsuit for him.
700. What do you mean 700?
Yeah, 700 million.
They had people in front of his house protesting.
Drake
and everybody else too.
Was Drake there?
Yeah.
He had a little performance. I mean,
was it him or was it the real Drake? Because the fake Drake. Because if it was the fake Drake, he free.
He could.
He got nothing to do with it.
No, it was the real Drake.
He could have been
I
fake
forgot
Drake.
about that. So
He was there. Roddy Ricch was there. It was a couple other people there.
Roddy Ricch.
He donated the money. He got paid back to the people.
That's crazy, though, man. That's crazy. That's 50,000. So it's like, even if you see this right here, you don't know what the hell.
Man, I just stood on the stage in front of 1,000 people. I
was like, shit.
I don't know what I'd be looking at 50,000.
50,000.
How you gonna catch someone's attention? I can't yell.
No,
Bruh, hey, they over there passing out. They gonna think I'm jamming to the song. They ain't paying me no
Not
mind.
only that, you got the concert goers that are dancing and
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know what's
you got
what.
people on the ground and you don't see.
You don't
see. A bunch of people at that party and you don't know somebody laying right there on the ground next to them.
Yeah, you're right. So,
But nah,
they don't free Travis Scott, man.
Please and thank you.
He didn't cancel everything. Canceled all the other concerts he had.
Shit, if he ain't canceled, they was gonna do it for him.
Hell yeah.
But he still. They say the man been stuck in the house.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, I hope he has the right mental health person around him to help him process all that, because that's got to be a hurting feeling.
That's a lot. Yeah,
for you to be an artist and someone passes away at your show.
11,
and then
11,
damn,
yeah, it's up to
and
11.
everybody blaming you.
Yeah,
like I know his feelings hurt. My feelings hurt for him, and I don't know.
Yeah, that's
a lot.
That shit is tough. All right, Miss Virgo, this is what you are here for. Your bae. You know what you call him?
That is not what I said.
Your bae.
I do need to meet him. That's on my list.
Mr. West.
Yes.
This is why she wanted to be.
So what happened was.
All right, we go ahead and let you start it off, because you have been waiting for this.
Nicole was telling me about the interview, and I was like, for real? Because I've heard of Drink Champs, but I've never listened to them.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I listen to it regularly, pretty much.
So I'm not gonna lie. It took a few times to get through the first part. I had to stop it a lot because my brain couldn't handle some of the shit that he was saying, and then I would have to start it back up.
It's like what you couldn't handle.
The Kanyeism of it all. Just
all
it's
right, yeah,
Kanye. It's Kanye.
Yeah, all right, gotcha.
And I posted it definitely needed to be an episode that we discussed. Y'all know,
Yes, you
did you not love Kanye?
I do. I've heard about it on a few episodes.
You said what?
I used to love him, but I'm good on that.
Oh, I still do. I'm always gonna be a fan. It's just fucking Kanye, man. Anyway. So he definitely was throwing some shots. I was like, yo, his filter was gone, telling people he don't like them, cussing them out. I was just like, wow. And then I don't know. In my opinion, Kanye is a genius. I've been saying that for years. And it's like, some people where they're so smart, the shit sound crazy. That's how I feel about him. I've always felt this way about him.
No,
he's very intelligent, but I believe it's so much going on in his head. Let me finish.
Go ahead, man.
So much.
We let you.
Okay, it's so much going on.
Go ahead, man.
I just think it's so much going on that it can't always pinpoint to some real shit. Sometimes it's just all over the place, but it be some gems in there.
I was gonna say that.
And
where are these gems?
Oh, you got notes.
I do, and so let me set the record straight, because I was gonna listen to it over again.
All right.
Because I knew I had more notes. I wanted to listen to it twice before this episode.
All right. Well, before you get into your notes,
okay,
we gotta pay some bills.
Yeah.
Why is it that the oldest child grows up with the strict rules, but the younger ones get away with everything? Shouldn't everyone get the same treatment? AT&T gets this, and that's why they've been giving all their customers, both new and existing, the same great deals. No matter who came first, whether you've been with AT&T for years or just starting to think about switching, visit att.com/best deals to learn more. Restrictions and exceptions may apply.
All right, get it. Get it to your notes. She had to pull her glasses out, people.
Yeah.
She tried to read it and it wasn't going too well. So
it was a lot.
All right,
it was a lot. So first of all, he has an excellent memory. Bitch, when I tell you I can't remember shit from last week, he remembers shit from years ago. How, Sway? How? I'm like, how?
He ain't got the answers.
He don't need them. He got the answers and the questions in his damn memory. I don't know what kind of ginkgo biloba but he takes every day.
How you even know it was a true memory? Maybe it's just some shit he made up. What you got? All right, go ahead.
All over the place, because that's the first thing. This is all over the place. It
definitely started out all over the place.
Oh, it progressed to all over the place for the second part too. He jumped from here to here to here to here to here, and it's like you have to pay attention so that you can filter through all of the fluff to get to some of the gems.
All right.
And he name dropped like a motherfucker. Like,
he definitely. There's no subliminals at all. There's definitely no subliminals.
No.
Talib Kweli and John Legend.
Oh, he meant that with all of his whole heart. He said Talib is a horrible rapper. I said, God.
See, that's when I'll be like, stop it, Kanye. That's when, cause
disruptive marketing.
No, not with Kanye. No. That's just bullshit.
No. So my issue with it is, so basically what you're trying to tell me, in order to be your friend, I got to agree with everything you got going in order for you to like me.
That's why I need to meet him, because I won't be that person. If I disagree with what you got going on,
I ain't shit. Yeah.
Big Sean is probably one of the most successful artists he's ever signed,
right.
But that was the worst thing you ever did.
Yeah, because at one point it was Big Sean, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
Right. Talib Kweli wrote records for you. Now he's a problem. Yep. You did Sci-Hi the Prince on the joint with Andre 3000 because you upset.
Yeah.
And you know what I hope? I wish that man. I pray for that man to get some kind of healing, because he ain't healed after he lost his mama.
I've been saying that for years.
Hold on.
My bad.
And the man need to take his medicine.
Definitely need to take his medicine.
That's what it is. He's not, all this idea about him being a genius because he says all this crazy stuff, it don't make sense.
It's and like with the Talib, John Legend, Big Sean shit. It's like, dude, you walked out with a "Make America Great Again" hat,
right?
All up under Trump. Motherfuckers didn't like that, and they let you know they didn't like that. So now they ain't shit.
Co-signing the man that told his supporters to jump on a black woman at his rally. Okay, you supposed to like that? You doing that for us?
In my defense, I've been saying he's been a genius since before this episode on Drink Champs, before the Make America Great shit. My stance has never changed on him.
I'm not even gonna say he's a genius. I just say he's a great producer. Like,
what makes him a genius? I don't feel he's a genius either.
It's some people I feel have genius level shit about them. He's one of them.
Like what? Jay-Z is a genius.
Jay-Z is a genius. 50
years old and still one of the most relevant artists in this world, and still
been in it for 30 years.
Plus. That is a genius. What has Kanye done on that level?
He's talented and he's smart. Yeah.
What Kanye did on that level?
It's Kanye.
Right. He attached
his presence is a present.
No, I'm gonna tell you, he attaches himself. He attaches himself to people and brands and different things, and gets a lot of hype.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's fluff.
He markets himself.
That's not even marketing.
Yeah, he don't even market.
The baby is marketing, because the baby is doing it by himself. Kanye, if you strip away the big major designer deals, you strip away him being a part of Rockefeller, tell me he would be right there where Talib Kweli is at if he was signed to Rockets, he'd be right there next to Talib Kweli.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know when I meet him. So moving on.
My homie produced.
So what's up with a Connect then?
What you mean?
It's like Kanye
do all that.
Kanye the type of person who will make a great song with you, put it out, and then talk shit about you.
Oh, now he's an asshole. Let's just call it what it is. He is an asshole.
For no reason.
Asshole shit. Yeah, because he showed Chris Brown off.
Big Sean said. Big Sean said that he did the $1 million game joint. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Man, it's difficult to work with him."
Yeah, I definitely see that. And then Big Sean posted a picture of them together the night before he did Drink Champs.
That was so lame.
That was very lame. That was very lame.
Yeah.
And even in the second part, it was somebody he was talking shit about. He was like, "Well, you was just with it was Talib again."
Yeah,
he was like, "You was just with me, Dave Chappelle, and Talib." He was like, "Oh damn, I was with them yesterday." Where's the genius, man?
Is he an asshole? Yes.
No,
never said he wasn't. Oh yeah, that too. Look who he married.
What they got to do with anything?
Moving on to my list.
No.
Okay.
What does that have to do with anything?